That very important decision that Gauguin made in 1882 to be a full-time artist, I think came at enormous cost to him and his family, and perhaps even his friends. And one sees that continually in his life story, that he's continually poverty-stricken, he feels he's misunderstood, he's isolated, abandoned, even though obviously part of his mythology is the fact that he enters into self-exile. But that's one reason why he sees himself as a Christ figure, the abandoned artist figure. I actually have come to the way of thinking that Gauguin was himself his greatest subject matter. And this isn't just clearly evident in the huge number of self-portraits that he did, but the fact that his face, his features, will crop up in paintings that in some senses seem quite inappropriate. For example, he does paint himself as Jesus Christ in Christ in the Garden of Olives. So he's not beyond actually presenting himself as different characters, very important, very powerful figures in his subject paintings as they would be strictly understood. He is a self-mythologizer. He's very keen on projecting different images of himself. Not just in the self-portraits, also the way he talks about himself, writes about himself. I mean, he's very emphatic about the idea of being, primitive and savage on one hand, and then the saint and the sinner, the Christ figure, the devil, all these different personas that he portrays literally in his canvases, but also in his writings. It can be quite confusing, actually. I mean, you're not entirely sure exactly which persona he's going to be concentrating on at any one moment. In fact, at one point he does say, "This morning I think I'm more of the savage than the civilized man." So he's mischievous, a mischievous man.